What do you do when you're sparring and you can't land punches against your opponent? You can't get within range to hook, and you don't want to throw a big, wide, sloppy hook and keep yourself open. Your feints aren't working. You can't land any jabs. Definitely aren't landing any right hands on him. What do? Well, like Shakespeare said, to be. Two to the body. This is such an invaluable punch, and it will land, especially if you keep your eyes focused on the straight path target, which you will anyways when you're throwing straight punches up top. It's such a good setup for the lead hook. It's such a good setup for the overhand right, if that's your knockout shot, because the 2B actually lands. Like I said, if your jab isn't landing, if your hooks aren't landing, if your cross isn't landing, the 2 to the body will land. It's an incredible, incredible shot. And you don't need like crazy athleticism. Like pro fighters will get into a perfect yoga stance and be straight up and down and deliver like ridiculous, like amazing power, like with crazy, like Barry Bonds, John McEnroe, Tyson athleticism. Like I said, dropping that hip in. And it takes decades to do that if you can even master it. You don't need to. You can just dump a hard shot into the body and it will land anywhere in the bread basket here, anywhere in his midsection. Ideally, the liver. That's a knockout point that if you find it, you will find it over and over and over and over and over again. It's about the size of a tennis ball. It's on the right side of people's body, right around here. I should get a magic marker and draw it. You have to hit it really hard. It's not like the middle of the stomach here. Middle of the stomach, you have to hit medium hard, and you can still stop somebody's motion. Solar plexus, another great target. Like I said, anywhere you would hit hard in this section. I'm not a fan of hitting up here in the chest. I know some people do it. I think there's just too much muscle there from my experience sparring people. It's pointless to hit up in the arm and shoulder area up here. In terms of the body, in terms of the torso, other than the head, it's this box down here and on the sides of that box. So, like I said, you're moving around, nothing's landing. You can't catch him, you're moving out of the way, you guys are both outside of the pocket playing this distance game, which boxing usually is, until you guys are on the inside. And it's a totally different game, literally a different martial art, when you guys are shoulder to shoulder, pushing and touching on each other, grabbing overhooks, different than hooks and straight punches on the outside when there's no contact. So let's say we're on the outside, like it is 9 out of 10, 90% of the time. Bam! Keep your eyes focused up top and dump that hard right hand into the body. You'll be surprised it will land, especially around here. You don't have to really commit and go that deep in terms of your bend. One's not landing, two's not landing. That shot to the solar plexus or pit of the stomach will land. And then, of course, he's felt your power. You've probably felt his too. You've probably been getting hit in the chest and the face a little bit. Now you can set up the knockout because you can fake that right hand. Either fake it or feint it. A feint is when you pretend to throw it. A fake is when you actually extend it but with no power. And then come with the knockout left hook. That's the game right there. Now that you've touched the body, you pretend you're going to go down again, and then boom. The way Freddie Roach taught it in terms of eye feints was that you don't look, and then at the last second, boom, you look. And this is when he taught us how to feint low than high, namely, you're looking low, but then at the last second, you actually do look where you're hitting, because at that point, the punch is already landing, and you want to get a precise shot on the side of their chin, on the mental foramen there, or the temple.